Today, we will talk about inside U.S. military's 5 elite Tier 1 units. What do they do? The military of the United States is ready to launch operations at any time, anywhere in the world. Elite Special Mission Units, SMU, sometimes referred to as Tier 1 units, are sent on classified missions in unconventional warfare, counterterrorism, black operations, and reconnaissance. The U.S. Naval Special Warfare Development Group, DEBRU, Delta Force, 24th Special Tactics Squadron, Intelligence Support Activity, and Army Ranger Regimental Recon Company are the 5 Tier 1 forces in the U.S. military. The Army, Navy, and Air Force's elite SMUs are gathered under the Joint Special Operations Command, JSOC. JSOC units are equipped with the newest tactics and technology, enabling them to precisely pinpoint and engage American opponents. Before we move further, like this video, and if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Let's get started. Number 5. Army Ranger Regimental Recon Company, RRC. Part of the 75th Ranger Regiment is the Army Ranger Regimental Recon Company, which is a reconnaissance company. The 75th Ranger Regiment placed the Regimental Reconnaissance Detachment, RRD, into operation in October 1984 with the purpose of gathering intelligence for the regiment. The Regimental Recon Company, RRC, was renamed the Regimental Recon Company in 1977. A member of the Joint Special Operations Command, JSOC, that specializes in special reconnaissance is thought to be RRC. Fort Benning, Georgia is host to the headquarters of the RRC. Within each RRC, there are 3 teams consisting of 6 individuals each to assist operations. The mission of these soldiers is to provide for others. Only a limited amount of direct action, in addition to direct airstrikes, raids, ambushes, and destruction, etc. Surveillance. This involves keeping a close eye on essential information regarding the adversary, such as their size, what they are doing, where they are, who they are, what time it is, and what equipment they possess. Additionally, they will position beacons and other tactical equipment behind the lines of the adversary. Reconnaissance. Patrols, infiltration, and the selection of barriers are all included. As part of Operation Red Wings, RRD was assigned with the mission of rescuing the SEAL reconnaissance team that had been ambushed. In addition, they were tasked with not only locating the ambushers, but also eliminating them. The Royal Canadian Army has been an important participant in a variety of missions ever since the beginning of the War on Terrorism. One of the busiest operational units in the United States, they have the shortest stay time of any establishment in the country. Number 4. Intelligence Support Activity, ISA. In the United States Army, the Intelligence Support Activity is the particular intelligence component that is specialized. It serves as a source of intelligence for the Joint Special Operations Command, JSOC, through a variety of channels. ISA was established as a permanent unit on March 3, 1981, with the purpose of providing support for intelligence-gathering operations. The International Security Assistance, ISA, became a part of the Joint Special Operations Command in 2003, and its headquarters are situated in Fort Belvoir, Virginia. The name of the organization was changed to Mission Support Activity once it became a part of JSOC. ISA is comprised of a number of components that are experts in intelligence of humans, obtaining information from members of the human population. The activities of reconnaissance and interpersonal communication are included here. Information gathered through signals. The process of gathering intelligence through the surveillance of electronic communications, which may include radios, telephones, and computers. In the Arma Mountains and the Shahi Valley, the International Security Agency, ISA, provided intelligence that assisted in the direction of operations against Al-Qaeda and the Taliban. Number 3. 24th Special Tactics Squadron, 24STS. Additionally, the United States Air Force's Tier 1 Special Forces element is known as the 24th Special Tactics Squadron. The 24th Special Operations Squadron has been an important part of the United States Special Forces ever since it was established in 1941. Pope Field, which is located in North Carolina, is the location of the headquarters. In order to successfully complete the task, the combat controllers of the 24STS collaborate with other submachine units. There are other SMUs that the airmen are assigned to. To be included, it is necessary for them to have received the same training as the other operators. Anti-terrorism measures, support for fire, scouting a territory, the pararescue operation, freeing of hostages, help with medical matters. Within the context of the war against terrorism, 24STS participated in a number of operations. The combat jumps that were carried out with the 3rd Ranger Band in order to secure the Haditha Dam and a landing strip outside of the town of Al-Qaim were some of the activities that were carried out. Number 2. Delta Force, aka the unit. The United States Army's major capability in the fight against terrorism is known as Delta Force. Despite the fact that Delta Force is also known by a few other names, the most prevalent term for it is the unit. A significant portion of the information concerning Delta Force is classified and, for reasons related to national security, is not accessible to the general public. On November 21, 1977, the unit began its operations with the purpose of providing assistance to the United States in dealing with the growing threat of terrorism across the globe. Fort Bragg in the state of North Carolina is the location of the headquarters of Delta Force. Fort Bragg in the state of North Carolina is the location of the headquarters of Delta Force. The A, B, C, and D squadrons are the 4 assault squadrons that are part of the Delta Forces. A total of 2 other components make up Delta Force, elements that will support. The signal and support squadrons that provide the Delta Force with communications, medical intelligence, logistical, and EOD are the elements that make up these elements. The aviation platoon. In order to support Delta Force missions, this organization provides a small fleet of clandestine helicopters. A counterterrorism unit is not the only thing that Delta Force is. In addition to this, the raids, intervention missions at the national level, the process of capturing or removing high-value targets, the collecting of intelligence, combat that is not traditional. The general public is aware of a few of the high-profile missions that Delta Force has been assigned. Here's a list of some of the more noteworthy missions that they have participated in. The operation of the Gothic Serpent. The mission of C Squadron, which was launched on October 3, 1993, was to either arrest or eliminate the Somali warlord Mohammed Farah Aidid. There was no success in the mission. Following the destruction of 2 Black Hawk helicopters by Somali insurgents, a gunfight that lasted for 18 hours ensued, during which a number of people, including 5 Delta Force operatives, were killed. These events served as the inspiration for both the novel and the movie Black Hawk Down. C Squadron was the one that successfully led an operation on December 13, 2003, which resulted in the capture of Saddam Hussein, the former dictator of Iraq. Over 600 United States soldiers from a variety of units participated in the operation. Number 1. DEGRU, also known as SEAL Team 6. SEAL Team 6 is the colloquial name for the Navy's Special Operations Unit, which is represented by DEGRU. When it comes to conducting counterterrorism operations all around the world, it is the primary component of the United States Navy. In 1980, it was established as a result of the failure of Operation Eagle Claw, which were attempting to rescue 52 American hostages who were held in the United States Embassy in the capital of Iran. After the failure of Operation Eagle Claw, the United States Navy came to the conclusion that they required a force that would be solely responsible for counterterrorism operations. Although the unit was abolished in 1987, the organization that succeeded it, DEGRU, continued to use the nickname. As of the time that SEAL Team 6 was established, there were only 2 SEAL teams. The discrepancy in numbers was a deception that was used to trick the adversaries of the United States into believing that there were more SEAL teams than actually existed. To provide commanders with a greater degree of control, assault squadrons are first divided into 3 parts, and then further subdivided into smaller teams, such as a fire team consisting of 4 individuals. In the raid that took place on May 2, 2011, Red Squadron was a part of the operation that resulted in the death of Osama bin Laden, the terrorist who was responsible for the attack on the World Trade Center in New York City on September 11, 2001. A terrorist named Ahmed Abdulkader Warsame was taken into custody by SEAL Team 6 on April 19, 2011, without a single shot being fired between them. Supplying both Al-Shabaab and Al-Qaeda was the responsibility of Warsame. Which part of this video you like the most? Let us know in the comments. Share this video with your friends. Have a good day.